One of them, Gary Neville, he questioned leadership.
It's absolutely pleasure for me personal. I don't know the other guys. I love it so much. Please talk about me as much as you can. Keep going, guys.
It was more like this.
Please. Let's say Trent. He said that, Alex, I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect that I make you. I knew he's gonna make me. I knew. If you see the picture, like I touched, my knees were touching each other.
Best player you've played with?
I'm so lucky that I played a bit with him. He reads the game on another level. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I never seen this in my life.
Yes, guys, I'm delighted to be sitting here next to Mr. Zinchenko. What a guy. Really appreciate your time. I know you're a busy guy. Season's coming up. You're going to probably ask us, what are we here for? I'm going to read something out because I've got to get the key messaging right. This is for the game for Ukraine. It provides an opportunity for fans to put their rivalries aside and come together for one day and one objective. How did we get here? How did this game come about?
Well, probably now is the toughest period for our country, for our people, and there is one platform called United 24, which helps in a lot of different ways, and one of this direction is to rebuild schools, stadiums, nurseries in Ukraine after obviously terrorist bombs. So that was one good idea from Andriy Shevchenko and United 24 to organize this event, to organize this charity match, to raise some funds to rebuild one of the schools in Ukraine, and also, to send another powerful message to the rest of the world that we stick together. And for all of us Ukrainians, for the people which is staying there now, obviously they're gonna watch this. They have opportunity to watch this match for free. They're gonna watch it and might think, they might think, look how many legends are there staying with us, playing for our country. So we are not alone. So I would say it's two main target is to raise the funds for the rebuilding school, to rebuild the school, and then the second one is powerful message to the rest of the world.
Great. What's been the impact on yourself personally and your family? I saw an interview previously where you was very emotional. It definitely hit me, and I was like, wow. And it hits home. But I'd love just to hear that firsthand again from yourself, the impact for you and your family.
Well, probably there is not even one Ukrainian who didn't suffer during this period. So someone lost one of their circle, someone lost their house, I don't know, someone lost their job or anything. But this war touched every single Ukrainian, that's for sure. And even now, like all my family, all my wife's family staying there in Ukraine, and they're trying to live their lives. I've been there like 7 weeks ago. To be fair, if you see the people, they just still keep going. They're living their lives. A lot of traffic on the roads and stuff like this.
So it's all still in some parts normal in that sense.
Exactly. But the thing is, could be like 5, 7, 10 times a day bomb siren. So this is obviously the noise where this is like a signal that you need to hide yourself in a bunker. And our president built almost in every 200 meters a bunker, so where you can hide yourself. So if you follow all the instructions with the siren, so you can save your life. But you never know, because it looks like you can stay away from the front line, but these terrorists, they sending the bombs across the whole Ukraine.
So you went back there 7 weeks ago. That's a huge risk. You don't care. You need to see your people, your family. Well,
first of all, I wanted to see my family because I didn't been in Ukraine before that 2 years. So I really wanted. I had opportunity after the season to go there and to see my family, and then also I had meeting with president. We were talking about this charity match which is coming, and like I said, seeing the people, they're trying to live their lives, but like on the B side, there is like destroying buildings, and you just see. I swear, it's like a movie. It's like a movie.
Well, listen, we've got the link in the description, and make sure that we're going to give you the details where you can go and donate to this great cause. Listen, I think the world's going to sit up and stand up. All of the great players that are going to be playing in this game on Saturday at Stamford Bridge is going to be phenomenal. Have you had to have any input in getting players to come along? I'm going to be coached, by the way, just so you know.
Well, I wish him to play, but I would love to save some players. And
Injuries.
no, using this opportunity, I would like to say massive thanks to all the people, which is staying with us. It's not even, for those which is donating, it's even for those which is, even keeping the sticker with Ukrainian flag on their cars. Sometimes I'm driving my car and I see a Ukrainian flag sticker on the car, and I'm so proud in these kind of moments. The other day I saw the kid, I couldn't recognize his language. Probably he was Czech Republic or something. And he had like on his shoulder temporary tattoo with Ukrainian flag. And I was thinking, wow, this guy is probably 10 years old and he's already do this. So people staying with us, which I really appreciate. And for the game as well, I would like to say massive thanks for everyone which is involved in this. I know we were trying to share this link everywhere, and for those which is coming in the stadium, I'm 100% sure you're gonna enjoy it. And I would like to say that all of you are a big part of it.
Just lastly, on the serious note, how important was Andriy Shevchenko in this situation?
Well, first of all, I would like to say he's absolutely iconic for all Ukraine. Because if you speak about Ukrainian football, first in your head is Shevchenko, definitely. I'm so lucky that I know him personally, and then I'm even more lucky to organize this event with him, and it's absolutely pleasure and proud moment for me.
So I want to get into some football talk now and lighten the mood a little bit. You came over from Ukraine to the big leagues in Europe. What was that like? How did you adjust to that? Was it difficult? Did you find it easy?
I will try to be short. The most I would say is you have to obviously adapt yourself. That's for sure, because the football there and here is completely different levels. It's different planets. Obviously, you have to take decision much quicker than there. You have to be, I don't know. I would say, I will give you an example. Here, let's say there, you can receive the ball, you can give the ball, you can score one goal, and then you might think, wow, I'm untouchable.
Yeah.
Here, even on the training session, if you don't do 100%, there is 5 guys behind you which would love to be on your spot. And you need to go 100% full gas every single day to prove yourself that this is your spot and this is your place and you deserve to be there. If you will be like not even 100, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. There is some guys which is pushing you, Alex, I'm here. So that's the main difference. So there, if you can do something a bit, the competition is not that high like here. Here, I would say.
But the resources, the money they got to spend as well. And you went into Manchester City. What was that like? What was the winning culture, the mentality there like for you?
Well, first time obviously for me was like I was somewhere in a movie. When I shake Pep's hand for first time, I was like, wow, am I sleeping? Bite me, please, someone. Maybe I'm still sleeping and stuff. But then, while I was growing and learning from all these players like Vincent Kompany, David Silva, Aguero, De Bruyne, and a lot more, I'll be honest with you, at City, in the end, after a couple of years, the mentality of the team was, when we drew, I swear to God, I knew while I'm driving to the training ground on the next day, everyone will be dead. Everyone will be dead. And I think this is good. Of course, you can't be like so disappointed for such a long period, 2 days or something. Only one day.
Do you see those similarities here at Arsenal?
It started from last season. I didn't been here obviously 2 seasons ago, but last season, especially after first 3 months, it started to be like this. And we are, I think, on the way there, because the quality is there. I used to say like the quality is there. Top players, amazing coaching staff, energy, passion, everyone working so hard. I think that's the key, and everyone like has desire to improve himself. This is the most.
Who had the biggest influence you like at City?
Well, you mean the players?
Anyone? I mean, Pep obviously.
No, Pep obviously, of course.
In which way did he help you?
Let's be honest. I was maybe in the first steps, I was not even probably the squad player. I was just number 4 on my position of fifth. You know,
You're too humble.
no. This is true actually, because I was still young. I came from different league. Blah blah blah. But and he didn't speak with me quite often, which is
It's difficult that for a young player. Huh? You don't know where you stand. You don't know where you are.
I think that's right, because listen, you have like 25 players, 27 players. You can't be with everyone and in the same time of I don't know to have conversations. So that's why you need to have amazing staff around you, which he had and he has obviously. And that time was Mikel. He was like that kind of, I would say, for me, I don't know, that's my personal opinion. He was like that kind of bridge between players and Pep, and especially young players, because I remember quite well, like first few seasons, after every single session, young players like Leroy Sané, Sterling, me, Gabriel Jesus, and Bernardo Silva, we were always after the session for extra half an hour with Mikel, and all the exercise, you know Mikel, how intelligent he is. It's like a game exercise. I never seen them before, but they are really like working so well. So, and that improved us a lot, for sure. I spoke with Leroy this summer, I met him, and yeah, we were talking about that time, amazing time.
Could you see then that Mikel could be a manager?
Straight away.
Yeah.
Since day one, I promise you. Since day one, I saw he will be an amazing manager.
What is it about him? What now you see him? Do you see the traits of Pep when you're now here as an Arsenal player?
I would say he is the closest one to reach Pep. I obviously spoke with some players about the other coaches. Listen, I'm not the person who will be judging someone because eggs never teach chicken.
Yeah.
But I spoke about, because I'm really interested on this. You know how this manager is thinking about how good is this guy tactically and blah blah blah. What I can see from my picture in the head, obviously Mikel is the closest one for sure. And you know, like the passion Mikel has, and like I said, he's a winner. He loves to win, and he hates lose.
And just talking about yourself personally in the team and the way that you play now, and we've seen you started as a number 10, midfield, now left back, and then that left back position's evolved into rolling into midfield. How have you found that role? Because it's an exciting position for me where you can really be involved in the game and the tempo of the game and the rhythm.
Well, I remember first seasons at City. So first season when I signed, I went on loan PSV. I was like a right winger, center midfielder somewhere, imagine. Then the season was so poor. I went back and probably poor loan time. For sure I go somewhere else. But in the end, it didn't happen. I wanted to stay. And as soon as transfer window closed, I remember the session in the end, Pep came to me and he said, Alex, I'm happy that you are with us. If you will be like so aggressive here, you work hard, you will get your minutes, you will get your chances, so go for it.
Oh, wow.
And it would motivate me so much. And then he started to do this 3-2 build up with Fabian Delph.
Yeah.
Because Benjamin Mendy's got serious injury, ACL, and then Fabi went to the midfield because you know the quality he has on the ball and blah blah, and it worked so well. You remember that season? It was so good.
He played a lot of games. No one expected.
Actually, he did it with Philipp Lahm in Bayern Munich, but I never saw it. I never seen it before. But with Fabian, it worked so well, and I think obviously Pep saw me in the same position. And I really enjoyed watching this first, and obviously playing after.
Well, and what's your aims personally in that role? Is that to make that role your own and to kind of shape that? Because it's such a new role. There's nobody like we could say, oh, that guy's the best at that position. You're one of the first guys to do it consistently.
Do you want to know? Look, I'll give you a question. If I go in the middle for the build-up and we are somewhere already, like let's say middle part of the pitch, if you are a manager from the other team and you play, let's say 4-4-2, 4-3-3, let's say, typical formation, what you will do in terms of high pressing? What you gonna say to your right winger to do? If I go in the middle and we play 3 in the back, 3, what you gonna say? I'll give you simple. If right winger is gonna follow me, for me, my job is done. Why? Because I will leave my winger, like Martinelli, Sané, Sterling, Bukayo, I will leave them 1v1. And as many balls I give them, if I give him 50 balls per game and I will leave him the space and 1v1, my job is done. If he didn't pass his fullback and he didn't do assist, this is not my problem. I did my job. I attract my opponent. I create the space for him. I gave him the perfect ball. I let him 1v1. How many times from 20 actions, Bukayo, Martinelli, Sterling, Mahrez, how many times they're going to pass the fullback? Any in the world. If a right winger doesn't want to follow me and he's going to stay somewhere close to I'm free on the ball. I do 2v1 with a holder midfielder against number 10. And we're going to do build up and then, that's the thing. It's a quite tricky one. I was thinking, if I'm the manager, what would I do? I swear it's so hard.
I'll leave the winger out. I'll just say stay out there. Cheat.
Cheat where?
Leave you. Stay right wing and spread the back three wide. I want them to be wide.
Wide.
Your defense.
So I'm alone then.
You go in midfield. I say I'll leave you. Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
No problem. but listen.
I'm just hoping that my attacker is going to do more damage than your attacker.
Ah, right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe it will work. I don't know.
Who knows? I'm not a manager.
But if you receive the ball and I'm alone. Let's say your number 10 is not gonna follow me. He's gonna stick with the holder midfielder. I'm gonna drive until I'm gonna attract someone to provoke to jump.
Yeah, there's problems. This is why you guys were top for so long, because people couldn't work it out. It's a difficult formation to work out when I look at it.
I think football now is becoming on another level.
System over the individual.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely. I love it. You came here, and one of the things that stood out when you came here, because you come from City, you've seen, you smell, you understand, you know how to win. You've been a part of squads that can do that. Obviously, Arsenal were lacking that. What did you see immediately when you came here and thought, oh, this is lacking, we need this here if we're going to elevate?
Straight away, my first session, because I joined them in US for pre-season, we came back here, and I remember first session, I spoke with one of the assistants of Mikel after the session, and I said, I swear the quality, of course I was watching Arsenal, but the quality we have is incredible. But still, my personal opinion, small one, I see some eyes, they don't believe. They don't believe they can do it. I swear I don't believe. I don't know, maybe it's in terms of age, because it's quite a young team, You can be so good on the ball without or whatever, but experience is experience. You need to be in. You need to be in there. Yeah. Exactly. And I think we're on the way there.
Obviously, I work in the media. Some of my friends, some of my colleagues, they have comments about the team, and one of them, Gary Neville, he questioned leadership from your part. How do you deal with criticism from people like myself in the media, because we have a big voice now. It travels further than when I played. The pundits wasn't as prominent in the game. How do you guys deal with that? Because I'm interested to know how the change room reacts to certain comments.
Personally,
yeah, and
absolutely pleasure.
Is it?
I love it so much.
When
I see your opinion, Gary Neville, Carragher, it's absolutely pleasure for me personal. I don't know the other guys. I love it so much. Please talk about me as much as you can, because I was here. I was a kid. I used to watch on your games. For me, absolutely, all of you are legends. And when you talk about me, I said, I'm just sitting in the sofa or in the chair. Wow, I think I did something right in this life.
Good or bad, you don't care?
I don't care. Just keep going, guys.
I wish it was more like this.
Please.
Jesus. Do you know how many agents call us sometimes and say, oh, why are you saying this?
No way.
Bro, it's unbelievable.
No. Listen, we all do mistakes. I mean, me on the pitch, off the pitch, and this is absolutely normal. When you guys, for me, you are, like I said, you're absolutely legends of this game. You've been there many years. You saw much more than me. I learn from your words, from your opinions. This is good for me, I swear.
Talking about your new signings, I think you've had a fantastic transfer window. Timber adds more competition in the back line. Declan, big transfer. I think he adds another dimension to your midfield. And Havertz, the versatility and the quality. How are you seeing that transfer window for you guys?
Absolutely brilliant.
And what have you seen in training so far?
Absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately, I didn't train yet with the team, but what I've seen from the side, first of all, I knew how they are as players, the quality they have and stuff. Off the pitch, they are all amazing guys, and since day one, they felt like fish in the water, and I think they will bring a lot of qualities to the team. They already obviously did, and I think it's so good for the club for sure. Successful transfer window, 100%.
Right, some quick last questions, okay? Quick ones. Best player you've played with?
David Silva. But honestly, I love so much the others like Vincent, Aguero, Fernandinho. Honestly, the list is there. But if you want me to choose one, David.
What's so special about him?
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I never seen this in my life. I'm so lucky that I played a bit with him and Leroy on the left, the left side. You give David any ball on here. His first touch always will be right. You played against him many times. Always right touch. He's not super fast player, but he's always in front of his opponent because he's always in the right position. He reads the game on another level.
Hardest worker?
Vincent. Oh my gosh, absolutely animal.
Yeah.
Never seen something like this. His last season at City, he was struggling a lot with his injuries, and I've seen his rehabs in the gym. As soon as he's back on the pitch, let's be honest, of course not you are same breed, but when you come back from the injury, your first sessions, you just protect yourself. You protect yourself. Like him, never ever. First session, young players, old players. Come on, you. Never seen something like this. Never.
Good culture. I like that.
Best captain I ever played with.
Yeah? Good. Most surprising talent you've seen? You didn't expect, but you came and you go, whoa, I didn't realise you was this good.
I would say, because I didn't follow, and still I don't much follow Brazilian league, but when I saw Gabriel Jesus, I'll be honest with you, not because he's my close friend and I'm playing with him, but at City, or even here at Arsenal, of course, at City, I don't remember even one session where he was not the best.
Is it?
Absolutely unbelievable.
So this is, I've got a lot of Arsenal fans behind the camera, and we have a lot of debates in our office, right? And they all say, he doesn't score enough goals. You can't win a league without this guy. But his all-round game is as clean as he can take the ball anywhere, protect the ball. Do you think sometimes he does too much of the stuff outside of the box that doesn't enable him to score enough goals?
Well, I can't teach him. I spoke with him and a lot of times about this. It's a good question, to be fair. But before your question, I would like to ask you, name me one player who does high pressing better than him. Striker. Name me one striker in the world who does better high pressing.
Sadio Mane was the only one.
Yeah, exactly.
He's phenomenal,
exactly. But he was left winger. Imagine him and Gabi together. Oof. And the ball quality and the rest, this is another story. That's a good question from you. And I think, my personal opinion, I love him. Gabi, I love him. I love you so much, but I a bit agree with you. That if he would stay a bit higher, because he wants to help the team. He wants to help the team. He wants to be involved. He wants to drop so much. I used to say like, Gabi, I'm not teaching you, but just personal.
What you see?
Yeah, I see from the side. If you stay, instead of 3 times in a row dropping, 1 time drop and 2 stay there, I promise you the numbers will be there.
I interviewed him last season and he said the same thing.
Really?
He said he wants to get more touches in the box and be closer to goal. So I think that's something he's working on. But when you have so much ability, it's hard. You have to be disciplined to stay up there. Which player in history would you say is most compared to yourself, most like yourself?
Wow, it's a good question because there is not many fullback in that role, to come inside. Listen, I know my weaknesses. Defensively and stuff. I know all these things, like. I
love that, right? Listen, so you said defensively is your weaknesses, yeah? What do you do? Because there's a lot of fullbacks in the world now where it's about attacking more than defending. And finding the balance is difficult and it's probably the hardest thing. How do you go about improving yourself defensively? If you've just highlighted straight away my defensive areas where I need to work, how do you go about improving that element?
I think you have, in my opinion, you have to improve by your mistakes. So let's say, give you an example. Last season we played against Chelsea, Emirates, 3-1. You remember that goal? I think Kovacic gave the ball behind me, between me and centre back. and Mudryk went 1v1 and he scored. For that moment, I lost concentration for 3 seconds because the body language was not right. Normally in this case, when you stay high, what you need to do? You need to keep the line with your center back, you need to keep your eye with your winger, and you need to focus beyond the ball. So 3 things, and your obviously body language, ready to run. I lost because the game was at that moment up and down, and I was just a bit, like CV. And then I lost concentration. I watched that moment many times, and listen, what I can say eventually from this mistake. Just concentration. In this league, because the league is above the rest, if you lose a couple of seconds concentration, you are finished. The guys will punch you so hard. You don't wake up again. So you need to watch your mistakes. Let's say Trent last season, about Mac. I spoke with him after the game in the tunnel. He said that, Alex, I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect that I max you. In the end, I just I went down with my head and I see the ball is still with me. And then after I realized I max you. I knew he's gonna make me. I knew. If you see the picture, I touched, my knees were touching each other, and the space was actually maybe here, just the ball could come through. I knew that was obviously the only way he could go through me. So it's only, you have to watch, you have to talk to your teammates, the manager. At City, I used to watch a lot from Vincent. Was a lot of times that after the session, without the ball, without anything, him and me on the pitch, he was showing me positions. Kyle Walker, fit, like his defensive footwork, for me the best in the world. He said to me the other day, Alex, did you see me defending? Did you see me tackling? Did you see me someone? Never. Distance, hand, legs, and wait for your mistake. And as soon as someone push, the strength he has, elbow out. He never did tackle. That's why it's so hard to pass him. So, my first steps on a training session against Mahrez, Sterling, Sané, I want to get the ball as quick as possible. I do this, ciao, he's gone. So then you realize.
The best thing for the young defenders when your teammates are top.
Yeah, so
you've got these guys you just named.
Exactly.
It's the best training for you.
100%.
Who's been the toughest opponent?
I think it's Salah.
I
think it's Salah. I think, with all my respect to the rest, to Riyad as well, because I played against him while he was in Leicester.
Why? What is it about him?
He's absolutely explosive and unstoppable winger. And what Liverpool did so well, especially when Wijnaldum was there, because Wijnaldum is more like up box to box. Community Shield game against Liverpool, penalties, we won that game. And Mikel was still there. Halftime, I went to the dressing room and I said, Mikel, what I need to do with this? Van Dijk on the ball, he's playing on the left side, on the right foot, without pressing. He do first touch. Wijnaldum runs between me and Otamendi. I need to protect inside. Salah drops wide, and the ball to his feet, and the distance between me and Salah 15 meters.
He can get pace.
Imagine he gets pace against me. I'm finished. What I need to do in the halftime, because it was 5 balls like this in a row. And he said, the only one way is to ask Russ, he was playing on the left, to come, to drop a bit lower, to leave Trent, and while the ball is traveling, he's on the ball and he's in his touch. Because if you stay with Salah, then it's a big gap for Wijnaldum. So, and when Mohamed is receiving the ball in his feet and he gets the pace,
it's impossible.
Impossible.
Last question. There's been a lot of talk. My Arsenal friends behind the cameras again, they're all mad about Saliba. How good can this guy be? Can he become the best centre back in the world?
Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. So good. I love him so much. Absolutely. Honestly, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know him before I came to Arsenal. When I saw him from the training sessions, I said, who is this guy? Then, first game against Chelsea pre-season. No, 0 mistake. This guy never mistake. Then he scored the goal with the left foot against Bournemouth. I went to my knees because I said, this guy, this guy, he can do everything. I said, no, he can do everything. Look, he's scoring. I played 100 games, I didn't score yet. This guy, 2 games in Premier League, already goal with left foot, top bin, defensively, no mistakes, so calm on the ball. Because for me, the difference between world-class center back and the good one is when you have 50-50 ball, instead of sometimes, of course, no risk, put the ball out. But when you have opportunity to keep it and play with the keeper open again and you save the ball, dude, this guy's different level.
Wow.
So, of course, and it seems like there is still a lot of space to improve, you know?
Yeah, what does he need to do to really go? What do you add to his game?
Maybe just the talk.
Communication.
Just communication, to be a leader, to push the others, to manage like Vincent at City when I used to play with him, close to him. He was like playing PlayStation with me. He controlled me, I swear. Like every time, I sometimes I used to in my head, because I respect him so much. He's absolutely legend, and I wanted to say in my head, "Can you shut up?
Yeah.
Can you?" No, this is
Oh, good.
I love this so much. So if he would, this is the only one I could see. The rest, he needs to say what I need to improve, not me to him.
No, good. Well, listen, man.
Absolutely
Really appreciate
pleasure.
your time. And listen, good luck. What you guys are doing with this game is amazing, and we're going to contribute ourselves. So make sure you go and click on the link, donate as much as you can. And if you can get down to the stadium, get down there as well to support the guys.
Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.